Some people can go through an entire day, stay busy, do 100 things, and still feel fine. And then there are people who wake up tired, move through the day tired, and go to sleep tired, even when they didn't do that much. If that's you, this isn't about sleep, because your brain might be working in a completely different way. And once you understand what's actually draining you, you'll never look at being tired the same way again. Here's the part nobody talks about. Being tired isn't always about what you do. It's about what your brain is processing while you're doing it. You can sit still for hours and still feel exhausted, because your mind never actually stops. It jumps between thoughts, replays conversations, predicts outcomes, and tries to make sense of things that haven't even happened yet. Even when nothing is happening externally, your brain is still active internally. And that constant internal activity is what drains you. This might be you. You're not physically tired, you're mentally overloaded. But here's where it gets interesting. Your brain isn't designed to relax. It's designed to detect problems. For most of human history, that's what kept people alive. So even when your life is relatively calm, your brain keeps scanning, looking for what could go wrong, what needs attention, what isn't resolved yet. And the moment it finds something, it holds on to it. Because from your brain's perspective, unfinished things are potential threats. And this explains why you feel this way. Because your mind treats thinking as necessary, even when it's exhausting you. That's why doing nothing doesn't actually feel like rest. Because your brain replaces external activity with internal activity. So instead of doing less, you just think more. But it gets deeper. Your brain uses energy every time you make a decision. And not just big decisions, small ones too. What to say, how to respond, what to prioritize, what to ignore. Even deciding not to decide still uses energy. This is called decision fatigue. And most people experience it constantly without realizing it. Because modern life forces you to make hundreds of micro decisions every day. And every single one adds up. This might be you. You feel drained, not because you worked too hard, but because your brain never stopped choosing, evaluating, and filtering. And this changes everything. Your brain keeps track of unfinished things. Things you haven't decided yet, things you haven't said, things you haven't resolved. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain holds on to incomplete situations because it wants closure. So even when you're resting, part of your mind is still working in the background, trying to close those loops, trying to finish what feels unfinished. That's why you can lie in bed doing nothing and still feel like your brain is busy. Because it is. But here's where it gets even deeper. Not all thoughts drain you equally. Emotional thoughts cost more. Worry drains more than planning. Overthinking drains more than deciding. Self-doubt drains more than action. Because your brain isn't just processing information, it's processing meaning. And meaning is emotional. So when you're constantly thinking about things that matter to you, your brain is working harder than you realize. And this explains why you feel this way. You're not just thinking a lot, you're thinking about things that carry weight. But it gets even more subtle. Your brain loses energy every time your attention shifts. Every notification, every distraction, every time you switch between tasks. Each shift has a cost. Because your brain has to reorient itself again and again. This is called attention fragmentation. And it creates a constant sense of mental fatigue, even if each individual task feels small. That's why you can feel exhausted after a day of light activity. Because your attention was never stable. But here's something most people completely overlook. Your brain doesn't just process your own thoughts. It also processes other people. Every interaction, every message, every expectation. Your brain is constantly interpreting what others mean, how they feel, and how you should respond. Even something as simple as replying to a message can take energy. Because your brain is analyzing tone, context, timing, and possible reactions. And that adds up over time. This might be you. You're not just tired from your own thoughts. You're tired from carrying other people's energy too. But it gets even deeper. Your brain is constantly tracking expectations. What you should be doing, where you should be in life, what others expect from you. Even if no one says it out loud, your brain creates its own pressure. And pressure is exhausting because it never fully turns off. It just changes form. That's why even on days where nothing happens, you can still feel like you didn't do enough. But here's one of the biggest hidden drains. Your brain constantly simulates the future. It runs scenarios, plays out conversations, imagines outcomes. And every scenario feels real to your brain, even though it never happened. Which means your brain is spending energy on situations that don't even exist. This explains why you feel this way. You're not just living your life. You're mentally living multiple versions of it at once. And over time, this becomes your normal. You start identifying as someone who is always tired. You say things like, "I just don't have energy," or "I'm always exhausted." But what you're actually describing is a brain that never learned how to slow down. A brain that stays active by default. And once that becomes your identity, it reinforces itself. But here's the part that changes how you see everything. Your brain only truly rests when it feels safe. Not physically safe, mentally safe. When there's nothing unresolved, nothing urgent, nothing pulling your attention. But most people never reach that state, because there's always something open, something incomplete, something waiting. And this might be you. You're not tired because your life is too demanding. You're tired because your mind never feels finished. But here's something that sounds completely backwards. The more tired you feel, the harder it becomes for your brain to actually recover. Because recovery requires your mind to slow down. But when you're mentally overloaded, your brain does the opposite. It speeds up. Instead of resting, it keeps thinking. Instead of letting go, it keeps processing. And instead of calming down, it searches for more input. That's why people who feel exhausted often scroll more, think more, and consume more. Even though that's exactly what keeps them tired. This might be you. You're trying to rest, but your brain doesn't know how to stop. But it gets even deeper. Your brain confuses thinking with control. The more you analyze something, the more it feels like you're handling it. But in reality, you're just staying inside the loop. Because most of the things you're thinking about don't require more thinking. They require closure. And thinking without action is one of the fastest ways to drain your mental energy. So the real problem isn't that your brain is weak. It's that your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Just in an environment that never turns off. You're not broken. You're not lazy. And you're not lacking energy. Your brain is just overloaded with things it hasn't been able to resolve. And once you understand that, you stop trying to fix your energy and start changing what your mind is holding on to. Because you're not managing time. You're managing attention. And right now, your attention is constantly being pulled in too many directions. But once you take that back, your energy comes back with it. Because you're not playing the same game as everyone else. You're not trying to do more. You're trying to think less about the things that don't matter. And that changes everything. If this felt familiar, you'll probably want to understand why your brain keeps overthinking in the first place. Because that's where all of this actually starts.